Hey, it's Connie from Prosperity Finance. I hope you're well and keep safe. Now, with Auckland friends, if you're in Auckland, unfortunately, we are back to level 3 again. Please take extra care for yourself and your family. Stay in your bubble and look after each other. Well, since the last lockdown, we had a flood of inquiries from both first home buyers and investors. I think the biggest contributor of this kind of change was the lowest interest rates ever. And I believe the interest rates is going to be lowered even further in the coming months. So with first home buyers, it making sense to service your own mortgage as opposed to servicing your landlord's. Your home loan repayment probably even less than what you're paying for your rent. With investors, because of the low interest rates, the rental income is more likely to cover your interest rate cost and other outgoings, such as rates, insurance, etc., and maintenance, and you might have some surplus as well. Compared to, pre-COVID-19, the rates was high, and to own a rental property, you need to have a really good, strong cash flow, because more likely you have to tip in some money every year to maintain your rental property. So to a lot of people, this is the best time to buy a property and make perfect sense. However, the big environment is we are under COVID-19 economy. Now, the bank want to lend money, that's their business. They want to lend, but only to good people. What do they mean by good people? And nothing to do with a character. It's to do with your own situation. So how we can get maximize opportunity to approve your loan and even get the maximum loan amounts. It's super important that we prepare ourselves really, really well. So over the next 2 videos, I'm going to share with you about 10 tips of how to max out home loan approval outcome. Today, I'm going to share with you the first 5. So let's start now. So firstly, you need to show to the banks that you have a stable income. Or if you were impacted by COVID-19 and the last lockdown, at least you have recovered. Now, we are in lockdown again for Aucklanders. Again, you need to show that your income is stable, or you have to wait when your income starts showing recovery again, unfortunately. Now, with business owners, it's going to be a little bit tough at the moment. If you were impacted, unless you are PAYE, you can easily show your income recovered through your payslip. But with business owners, it's hard, right? You have to provide good evidence, and you also need to show your forecast for the coming year. So it's a little bit tough for a lot of business owners, especially you are in the industry where, COVID-19 has directly impact, like, tourism industry or hospitality industry. It's really, really tough at the moment, unfortunately. Now, number 2 tips. If you have existing rental property, you need to show your rental income. Now, in some occasions, you can't to show your full rent, such as your tenants just left, or you have your friends and family occupy that property at the moment. You're not charging them the full rent, or you're not even charged at all. Another scenario where you rent room by room, and the room by room doesn't add up to the full rent figure. So this situation would affect how the bank look at your rental income. Now, in the past, before COVID-19, you can use a rental appraisal to as a income for your rental property. However, bank are now really reluctant to use a rental appraisal because rental appraisal was really based on the evidence of previous, rental market. Given COVID-19, people are hard to move houses, and the market is no longer the same. So rental appraisal is not really effective. So if you can have your tenants in your rental property and you fully rent it, that will be ideal. The third thing is boarders or flatmates. If you have boarders, flatmates in your home, please ask them to pay you boarder income through bank transfers. Don't pay with the cash. It's easy to get cash because you live so close in the same dwelling, but cash is hard to trace, and the bank don't like cash. It's really hard to track how much you earn through boarder income. So please make sure your boarder pay you through bank transactions. And next point, number 4, is look at your bank statement and see how much you spend each month. Now, when a bank calculates your borrowing capacity, they will compare their minimum living expenses based on your household structure, how many adults, how many kids, in some bank even how many cars, and also your income consideration. The more you earn, the more living expense they presume. So bank have benchmarking for your minimum living expenses. And on the other hand, they look at your bank transaction and see how much you spend each month. And if you spend way more what the bank benchmark are, then it will affect your borrowing capacity. So watch out your living expenses 3 months before you start at the application process. The last point today is if you have existing home loans, the home loan details has a direct impact on your future borrowing capacity. Because before you can service more loans, you have to service your existing loan. That's your financial commitments. So the loan rates, the interest rates, the repayment amounts, and the loan maturity dates all have an impact on your home loan. But some bank only take, some parts of the loan features, and some bank take different criteria. But overall, your existing loan do impact on your future borrowing capacity. Now, if you are on high interest rates at the moment, and you are thinking, to break your loan and refix at lower rates, the break cost maybe work out to be very similar to the savings if you break it now and, refix at lower rates. It probably doesn't make much sense to break, especially you have to give the upfront break cost, and it doesn't really save you much. However, if you refix at a lower rates, then you potentially can borrow more money. So it is important that you look at your existing home loan detail as well. So today, I just shared 5 tips how to maximize your home loan application outcome. I'm going to share the other 5 in the next episode. So please stay in tune and take care. Bye-bye.